Hello, welcome to Urban Cherubims. This is Empathic Earth Angel. Welcome again. I want to do a quick video and I want to get straight into it because, I want for everyone to be careful about, you know, receiving certain messages from certain people, particularly people who say they're spiritual, um, whether they're Christian or just spiritual, whatever the case may be. Let's include all religions because, you know, all religions can have prophecies and religion. So getting back on track, I want for everyone to be careful with that. And if someone tries to tell you something, to always um, be slow to anger. Do not anger. Be more listening and observing than anything. Um, because when you take it to God, you should always take it to God. You're going to want to have a more understanding of where the person is coming from. Um, and it also sets the stage for more wisdom when you're not angry about what someone feels or whatever testimony or whatever message that they have to give you. And I'm not trying to say you shouldn't take messages from people. Just be very, use your discernment on the type of messages. For the simple fact, you have some people who are spiritually inclined. You do have some people who have spiritual gifts, but they use it in a way where it's out of curiosity, shall I say. Um, for instance, let's say you have the spirit of delay, stagnicity, even denial over you, and you feel it. Um, you're used to spiritual warfare over your life. You know it. So someone else is coming to you, whether it be someone you know very well or not well, but they come to you. I mean, they have to know you to come and tell you this message, but they come to you and they tell you, I sense this spirit on you. And this is something you already know about yourself because, like I said, you've been through it. You're used to spiritual warfare. You know the grace of God. You've been delivered and cleansed. So you know when certain energies and certain things change in your life. So when I'm saying someone, and you know this about yourself. So for someone else to come and tell you that same thing, it could be anything, but I'm just using those three as an example. They say, hey, you have a spirit of stagnicity and denial and delay over your life. That's something you already know, right? So when I'm saying be careful, because don't say, well, hey, some people will look at it, well, that is true. I've been told that before by another spiritualist, or I've been told from God Himself because of my relationship I have with God. So this person has a calling, or maybe I should kind of listen to this person and look at them as a good person. I want you to hold off there, because first of all, just because someone can pick up on something that you already know God has told you in your life, or just because a person can pick up on something in true is in fact is going on in your life, doesn't make the messenger the right person. For instance, like I said, people can use their gifts for all different kind of ways. Um, so with that being said, more so people think that using their gifts out of curiosity is okay because it's like, well, I'm just curious, I want to know. But let me tell you something about being a child of God. God is not going to reveal to no one anything about you that you already don't know about yourself, or that they can use against you, especially when you're a child of God. So don't be like, oh, this person was right because this was going on in my life, or, that's really what's going on. So, I'm going to listen to them furthermore and further on in the future because, they picked up on something that you already knew about yourself. And a lot of times, like I said, it could be out of a spirit of curiosity. Curiosity is what kills the cat. Curiosity is what has the cat down the road watching you 24/7 when they should be, again, worried about oneself. So what I want to say is, what the enemy didn't know is that your blessing will always be disguised, especially if you're doing your work. But also I wanted to say, when that happened to me, I said to myself, I said, Most High, I said, God, that was true. That's something I already know. I already knew that for a while. Why did you allow them to pick up on that? Even though it's true, why did you allow them to pick up on that? Because here it goes. This is why. Jealous people, wrong places, wrong friends, even your own iniquities, wrong jobs, getting into wrong situations, things like that is what the spirit of denial is on us for. And any spiritual person can pick up on that. Hey, they have the spirit of denial, the spirit of stagnicity. And that was, the spirit of denial is not always a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say. The spirit of denial kept you away from the wrong places, the wrong people, the wrong jobs, the wrong friendships, the wrong lovers, the wrong area. Geographically, I'm talking about literally the spirit of denial. So when you're like, so many things are happening to me, this person is right. No, that person picked up on so many things are happening to you. You're facing denial and stagnicity right now because you are being protected. And that person picked up on it because, yes, that is something that you are going through in your life. But at the same time, it was a blessing in disguise. And that was the only thing that God allowed for that person to pick up on. Because they couldn't get no further information. And it allowed you to pick up on it, to know that, hey, I need to go a different way. I need to start thinking different. I need to start seeing things different and, things like that. Because to get denied by whatever situation, whoever, and whatever situation, to keep being denied or things not pulling through for you because of that stagnation, that goes to show that that's God's way of showing you, all of this is a blessing in disguise, because it's not meant for you. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not meant for you. So at the end, it'll all be a learning experience. Everyone will be corrected, but you have to look at certain things, Those are certain things that will take place when, people do pick up on certain things in your life. Like I said, always take it to the Most High. But if they're telling you something that you already know about yourself, don't feel shame. Don't be mad at God. And don't be quick to believe that they're, a good messenger. Because, like I said, people with gifts use them for curiosity. They use it out of jealousy. They use it, and jealousy is a very wicked thing. Jealousy can kill, can destroy lives, and can most people that are jealous are very delusional too. So just watch out for that. And like I said, take everything to God, every message to God, especially that you get from off of any of these social media platforms, um, any friend, any pastor, anyone but the Most High himself coming down to tell you something. And even after that, sometimes, us people being new, having the ear for God's spirit, sometimes we second guess. Always go to him, always go until you get that answer, until you get that correction, until you get that feeling that this is exactly what God intended and wants me to do and say, stay away from, or relocate, whatever that message may be. So yeah, stop jealousy spirits from getting into your aura and into your destiny by when they're giving you these messages. Be still, be quiet, take everything in. That way God can reveal all to you. And never get angry with God when that spirit of stagnation or denial feels like it's coming over your life, because it's not always a bad thing. It's sometime to let you know there is a change that needs to be done. Okay? So again, Urban Cherub Styles with a quick message for you. Guys, my website is Urban Cherub Styles. This platform is Urban Cherubims. Please visit my website because I have a lot of spiritual things on there. I believe that you'll like some nice clothes, different styles for all. Yeah, and you can email me if you have any questions and don't want to write a comment. You can email me at urbancherubstylesinc@gmail.com, and have a blessed day.